Hi, this is Clinton D'Souza, and I'm back with another edition of Sports Encounter with me, Clinton D'Souza. And today, I'm with the Forca Goa Foundation and the beautiful women of Forca Goa Foundation. I have with me Ishita, who happens to be the manager for Forca Goa Foundation and the women's team as well. So, Ishita, first of all, tell me, what is the main motive to start Forca Goa Foundation?
The foundation was started when the president of FC Goa, Akshay, saw that football has a great unifying power, especially in the state of Goa. And he wanted to use this to do some good and give back to the community and use football as a tool to just do work for the community selflessly.
Okay. Recently, the women of Forca Goa have been to New York. So
Yes.
tell us about that journey and how exciting was it for the players, especially, and also for you.
So we qualified to play in New York after we won the Mumbai leg of the Global Goals World Cup. The Global Goals World Cup is an international event that uses football as a tool to raise awareness on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And we went as a representation of the foundation, and the Mumbai event saw women from various organizations who use football for good take part in the event. The journey has been great. It's been a great learning experience for all of us. And in New York, especially, we had the chance to meet people who are doing so much good work in the social field and using sports to make so much change and create awareness on the sustainable development goals.
So coming back to the Forca Goa Foundation, everyone knows they are doing a lot for the society, especially for the women in Goa, then for the girl child, promoting football towards women, and how difficult it is, or whether it's easy for y'all or difficult for y'all to get women out from that comfort zone, I can say, of theirs into football or on the pitch over there.
It's not as easy as getting boys, but we're lucky to be from a place like Goa where everybody loves football and supports football. We find the difficulty lies with young children, younger girls, because schools don't actively support girls playing football. I'm sure all of you have experienced that if you go to a school, the boys are playing football and the girls would be playing badminton
Or
or with
rings.
a tennis ring. And we want to change this. We want girls and boys to either be playing on the same playing field or split the field into half, but we want equal opportunities for boys and girls. And this is why we're going to schools, we're talking to PE teachers, we're talking to principals, we're starting an all girls under 12 league because there's no age group competition for girls in Goa right now. All our leagues are mixed leagues, so we have boys and girls playing. In our festivals, we're starting this new rule that if a girl scores a goal, you get 2 points. And we can't do this at professional level in our leagues, but when we have small five-a-side games, just to get boys into the habit of even passing the ball to a girl, just to give them the opportunity. So we're actively working towards getting more girls into the game, and we want girls to start playing football at a young age.
As you said, you also Forca Goa Foundation also does social awareness or they support some causes, and also can you elaborate more on that?
Through our football activities, we also raise awareness on the importance of waste management, segregation, being a conscious consumer. We teach our children about where your products come from, why it's important to not waste, why it's important to reuse, reduce, recycle, because we believe children are the future, and if we equip them with the right knowledge and tools now, we're all walking towards a better, brighter future. We also talk to them about healthy eating habits, just being kind and respectful. So, we're just using the power and love for football that the children have to have our coaches and players educate the children. And we've had many parents come to us and tell us, if we tell them, they don't listen, but if their coaches tell them, they listen.
Yeah.
So we want to use the power our coaches have to teach the children good habits and to raise awareness on socially relevant issues. So I'll finish about the 4 criteria: crowd engagement, action, style, and football.
If I can just get in, out of these 17 goals released by the UN, there are 3 that
That we are champion.
That you have adopted.
Yeah.
So which of those three, if you can just brief, and then we'll go on to the next question.
Gender equality, which is goal number 5. Responsible consumption and production, which is goal number 12. And good health and well-being, which is goal number 3. These are the 3 UN Sustainable Development Goals that we were working towards.
Which are adopted in the organization.
Which are some of the leading organizations that are part of Bombay?
This is Bombay or New York or
No, the Bombay one. Yeah.
There was Sanskar.
Yeah, Sanskar, PIFA.
Sanskar, PIFA, Oscar Foundation, Slum Soccer.
Muslim support.
Can you all remember names?
There was the father organized team as well. Yeah.
No, but they're not
Bombay.
organized.
Could you tell us about the first 3 that you have the rankings?
So we played against Magic Bus was also there.
Okay.
We played against
Oscar
Oscar.
in the final
In the
and
finals,
Sanskar
yeah.
won.
But I can share the
Best
top
action.
5 if you want, Marcus.
Yeah, the
after
top
this.
5.
Top 5, yeah. We'll pull that out, the top 5, and share that with you.
I think our biggest competition has been Oscar, right? They
Yeah.
have a huge. So Oscar Foundation, if you all have heard of them, they do very well in the football. Like, so it was started by someone who came from the slums, and he uses it to mobilize kids and get them out of bad habits. Like he works with a lot of children who would have gone into a drug addiction if not for their program.
Okay, now I'll come to the keys of the Forca Goa Foundation, who has recently been to New York, and we have like 4 young, energetic women who have brought laurels to Goa as well. So first we have Simone. Simone happens to be a makeup artist and she also plays football. So Simone, my question to you will be, makeup is said to be add-on for your beauty. So how will you reflect your personal beauty when it comes to creating social awareness or being a role model for someone else, because you have already been playing? So how would you take that as your profession and also in playing?
So basically, I don't do just normal makeup. I do a lot of creative makeup. So that involves a lot of painting, and I have this thing where I want to spread awareness through my makeup as well. Not only doing creative makeup, but actually having a message behind it. So various looks, like for the Amazon rainforest and such things like that. So I use my makeup as well as football to actually raise awareness for other topics as well, besides just being creative or just doing weddings. So yeah.
So how will you mix your creativity in football?
So I think again there are various ways we can do it, like how we spread awareness. Like one thing we did actually when we went to New York was we made banners out of jute rice bags. So I painted them and we actually use them so they're sustainable and not actually using plastic or paper or anything that would actually harm the environment. So we went that route, then our t-shirts. So I think I'm the more creative person in the group. So we learned about a lot of things, because some people were campaigning for refugees, some people were campaigning for the ocean, life on land, and how they were using plastic. And it was very interesting because we learned a lot of things. Like in Saudi, they were talking about how the plastic is used to make limbs, prosthetic limbs. So it was very interesting to talk to a lot of people and actually understand what is happening in their countries and to actually spread awareness about what is happening in ours, because we're here but we don't really see it. All of our eyes are like, sometimes we just are not aware of what's happening around us. So I think it's very important to shed light on what is happening where we are and the little things that we can do. Like we cut out straws, small things, plastic bags. And even being aware of what you're wearing, how you're treating people, it's very important.
Now we have Sneha Fernandez, who is a defender, and she's a science student, very intelligent, I must say, science. So how, Sneha, first explain to me your journey in Mumbai, then going to New York, and then I will ask you about science and football.
The journey to Mumbai was pretty much exciting because we didn't really know if we would make it, but we did believe in ourselves, I should say that, and we didn't know that it would take us to New York, so that was a that was something really huge. And we all were pretty excited.
You're a science student, so when it comes to science and sports, it's something very different. Science students are supposed to be like studying like from 24 hours around 6 hours, 8 hours study. So how do you manage to go from science in football?
Okay, so science to football, it happened I think because of the family. Since my family is all into football, my papa or my mom, and even my brother. So I had the support, whatever it was. But balancing studies initially was a bit difficult. Complaints from teachers, missing classes, attendance, it still happens. But I have managed to, because football doesn't really teach you physical fitness, but it also makes you fitter mentally. So that's what helped me. And now it is like I'm setting an example in my classes as well, because teachers are like, how come you're so good in studies and you're into sports as well? So I think that's one of the things, that's a plus point, that I play football in my classes. So students are looking up to me, and yeah.
So what will be your message for the upcoming women footballers or girl who wants to take sports as a career in future? So what will be your message for that?
First of all, I think if you dream about doing something, it's not really difficult if you work on it. And being a girl and into football or sports, any other sports, it will take a lot. May it be support, may it be practices. So I would like the young girls to start, because only when you start you will know how it goes about. So come into football, and it's not really difficult to manage your studies or other things. It's not like you have to be into football only.
Do you think it's easy to get into some sport and be a star tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I am already a star. So, yeah, it is, because sports is something that takes you way far if you are talented. It is something that it is a fame for you. And for as in now, sports is all that you got, I should say. What we learned was basically, when you're in your own comfort zone and you don't really know what's going on around. So this event has thrown a light on our minds that there are other things going on. So what we did through this event was try to help those people or create awareness around that so and so things are going on, and it was fun with awareness.
What would you like to take? How would you like to take this forward? This experience that you've gained.
I think it's through you people only, because you all are the ones who are taking it forward through your TV. Personally, it should be like from home, starting from home.
Okay.
Whatever we do on a daily basis,
Okay.
or through our friends, telling our friends so and so is the thing. So that's how I think we can take it forward.
That was a nice one. So now I'm coming back to the others. So this girl, don't look at her size. She's a coach. So first, how do you manage when it comes to coaching and your normal busy schedule at home or your personal thing?
As a coach, and I am a only girl at home who have to handle everything. Like my brother is abroad, my dad and mom I have to handle. So yeah, morning it's like I have my timetable, my own timetable. So as I wake up, I go in gym, and after that I have a break. So that time I do my homework and whatever the work in home. After that I do my practices. Then evening time I go for coaching. So like that, I manage my time.
Like honestly, you really don't look like a coach first. Okay, but I want to know your students or your players. Do they make mockery out of you? They make fun of you, or you are the strict coach one?
Oh yeah, actually I must talk about this. Actually, I'm working under Youth Futsal Academy, that's in Chogole, Margaon. So over there, I'm the only girl who's working under this academy. So I'm the thinnest, smallest, and the youngest coach over there, and all are the man coaches. So the kids over there are like of my height, and they don't listen to me much. So I have to take, ask other coaches to, handle sometimes when it get mess up. Yeah, but I have to get fixed once, like sometimes,
So how strict level will be yours? I want to know.
So,
From other bar of 1 to 10, what will be that number ratio for you?
So normally I speak not that loud, but my bosses, they shout at me that I have to speak loud and all. So when they don't, the trainees, when they don't listen to me, that time I have to raise my voice. That time they are like, okay, she's
So on the
straight.
grade of 1 to 10, where do you rank yourself?
So normally I'm on 5. If I have to scream, then I go on 10. Then it's like, okay, silence.
Like in New York, how many times you had to shout at these people over here?
I think they know it. Because I was playing as a defender and I felt like I'm the only one who have to guide them.
Yeah.
Because Simone was playing as a goalkeeper and she have not that much of experience as a goalkeeper, so I have to guide them.
So you're like one guide, mentor, everyone, the scary one also, and suddenly who tries to be the sweet one also.
I started this before, like I usually used to work this, like I used to stop like using the electricity, like if it's not in use. So now as I am engaged with this program, like I have thought like it's not only about me, I should spread this thing and I should make others aware of it. And as you said, like personally how I'm going to, sorry, so as I'm a coach, so I'm thinking of making an academy where I can use my like coaching skills also, and I can implement this the knowledge, yeah, through the kids, especially the grassroots, so that they can learn from
Will be
like
targeting young girls or will be
the tiny girls especially.
नमस्कार, हा उत्तम पुणेकर परतून तुमच्या मुखात घेऊन येता ISI मार्काचो ISO प्रमाणित सुपर हेवी ड्युटी स्ट्रॉंग शिखा मिक्सर हातून असा 1 HP कॉपर मोटर 3 स्टेनलेस स्टील खणखणीत जार आणि क्लिपा असलेली झाकणी आणि हो असा शिखा ग्राइंडर हो असा 16 वर्सां पन्नो हो तुमच्या परिचयाचो असतो आणि असोकूच जाव हातून तुमकां मेळटा 2 स्पेशल अटॅचमेंट ॲब्सोल्युटली फ्री एक असा पीठ घालपाचे आणि दुसरे असा नाल किसपाचे आणि एक गजाल एक्सचेंज ऑफर असा आणि हो खंयच्या दुकानात ना थेट विक्री तुमच्या दारात आयजूच फोन करा शिखा 888888 लक्षात दवरात शिखा मिक्सर शिखा ग्राइंडर आणि शिखा गॅस स्टोव पुराय 1 वर्ष वॉरंटी के साथ आयजूच फोन करा.
So, Ishita, you said in the briefing that football works miracles. So, explain to me how, for as a woman, you feel that football has worked miracles till date.
I say this because I'm lucky to hear a lot of stories from women footballers as well as parents of all our grassroots children. We've had cases where a child would not like to go to school, but because they had their football training in the morning, that was motivation for them to get up in the morning and go to school. So for me, that is a miracle. And even from the stories I've heard from our women's team players, how once they're on the pitch, they don't have any troubles, all their troubles go away, how football has taught them to accept themselves, be more confident in their own skin. I strongly believe that football works miracles. Like even for myself, I'm not a professional footballer, but just being on the pitch is the favorite time of my day if I ever get the chance.
And also with regards to bringing in more women and girls to the football pitch, how will be Ishita's contribution to get them out over there?
We're all working in our own small way to get more girls into the game. The key is awareness, and for now, we're using social media as a tool. We're putting out content, we're writing stories about women in football. We've asked our FC Goa women's team players to go out into schools, talk about their own experiences. As I said, we've had the league. We are also tying up with like-minded organizations. We're doing everything we can, and we're also documenting everything we're doing, because if we manage to be successful in getting more girls to the game, we'd like our program to be replicated in other states as well. So,
Okay. My last thing, what will be your message for our viewers, especially the women and the girls who are going to watch this show? So, what will be your message to come out and let's play football?
My message would be that all of you should support women's football. India is going to be playing in the Under 17 World Cup next year, and I think we need to start by watching and supporting them. Start watching, start supporting women's football, and you'd be surprised. Like today, I showed one of my colleague a game, and he's like, "Wow, they play better than our men," because they're actually playing. They're technically so sound, and they're going to be in a camp. It's not enough, but they've been at a camp for a very long time, and they'll continue being together and working as a team. So we're getting somewhere, and we can only do it if everybody starts watching women's football. So we work with around 3,000 children through all our programs, all right, on a yearly basis, and our program is open to all. Recently we've started this program called Focused Communities, where we selected 2 communities in the north and 2 in the south, where we want to work with them year long. In the north, we work with an organization that works with children with special needs. So here we use football as a tool to teach them basic things like coordination, colors and shapes. Like we'll put cones of different colors, and we've actually seen a lot of progress. There were children who would run away when they would see more than 3 people, but now they started liking it so much, and as soon as they see our coaches, they say Forca Goa and give them a high five. And these are children who did not like to even look at other people, who were very they were just not social children. So here we've seen football work miracles with these children, and we're also working in Benaulim with a community there, because one of our academy coaches actually spoke to us about how in the past a lot of professional footballers came out of Benaulim from that area. Many Goan footballers who even who played for the Indian team. And he said that love and passion for football is dying in that community. So we're starting a program to revive the passion for the game over there, which is a completely free program where we work with children twice a week. Everybody is welcome. And of course, since this is an initiative of the foundation, we will have our workshops as well, which is on gender equality, our workshops on nutrition, because we want to use football to bring children together. And once we have their attention, we just want to give them all this knowledge and awareness that they don't necessarily get in their school. And we're also going to try and get the FC Goa first team players, as everybody looks up to them as role models, and we're lucky to be connected to FC Goa. So if you have like a Mandar or a Brandon tell a child not to litter or to eat healthy, I'm sure he's going to listen, right? So we want to leverage these power our footballers have as well. I was just going to get to that. So recently, a girl who was interning, she came, she asked me, she's like, "Oh, you manage the FC Goa women's team, you must have had a lot of problems." So I said, you shouldn't start with a negative question. Girls in Goa have it much easier. I know that their parents, like all of them here will vouch for it, are very supportive of the fact that they are female footballers, because as a Goan parent, having your child play football is one of the most satisfying things. And of course, girls have it a little harder than boys. But I can vouch for the fact that as a mom or a dad, you will be proud to see your child play for your state or go, play on that pitch. And I think the problem lies in the other authorities, like the state associations. Like I think they need to be the ones supporting women's football. I don't think that the problem lies within the families, especially here in Goa, because in the rest of, especially in North India, girls don't receive that much support from their families. They are expected to do domestic household work, or they are expected to get married at a certain age. So I think these Goan girls, like being an inspiration and a face and a voice is very, very important, since they have that backing right now.
In Goa, do the team, meaning the girls team, get the necessary exposure to develop themselves? Like
You're talking about professional.
Yes.
It depends on which club they're playing for, and how much that club decides to invest in them, time-wise, monetary-wise. Of course, see, there's a lot. It's very easy to point fingers and say that, oh, you're not investing in women's football. There's not as much viewership for women's football as there is in men's football right now. And at the end of the day, everybody thinks of sustenance as well, whether a club or an organization. So it's very important for people like you and me to support women's football if we want people to invest in it, because as soon as the viewership increases, as soon as there's more people rallying behind it, as soon as there's a demand for it, that's when clubs can invest in it, and that's when, you know, things can like move forward. Right now the situation is not good for women's football. We don't even know if the state league is happening. Like, the girls are asking me every day, is it happening, when is the draft happening, and it's just in a limbo. And it's sad to say that it's just not given priority, because if the ground is available, priority will be given to the pro league or some other league. I don't want to mention them, but that's just how it is.
Okay, I want to have a quick rapid fire of 5 questions with common question. You all can just tell who it is and just point out fingers or directly take the name. Who is the most naughtiest one when during your New York trip?
Joey.
The most silent?
Melanie, I think.
She's not here.
Okay, and the silent, but they say no, small bomb but big dhamaka. So who was that? The small bomb but the biggest dhamaka. What I did. Foodie. Foodie. The one who is always early before everything. The one who is always before time. And one who is always after time. Late. One memory that besides football or besides your cause, that one memory that you will never forget and you would like to disclose it.
We had a very bad experience on our first day when we were sitting in a park. We were waiting for our apartment to get ready, and we got abused and chased away by some people of color. I don't want to
Okay.
Yeah, and it was really scary. They were abusing us, calling us Pakistanis, Indians, and told us to get away from there, and we were terrified.
Besides this, that and one funny moment that you all will like to laugh upon now.
Just navigating, you know, the subways are open for a few seconds, the doors of the subway, and we're not used to it here. We don't travel in that kind of public transport, so just like rushing in at rush hour and having all these New Yorkers just look at us. But they're all experiences. It was a good trip.
Okay, and coach, what will be your message being a coach to tell the young generation, especially the women, to come on, let's play?
It is actually, because nowadays most of the girls are like lacking back in football, we can see. So if you like to play and if you enjoy the game, just take a ball, get on the ground and start playing.
With that, we come to an end of this beautiful episode. I wish I could talk more with them because they have lots to say, but okay, I have only 30 minutes, so I can't go on and on and on. But thank you so much, Ishita, and your beautiful team. We wish you all the very best and good luck in future. And yes, keep making Goa and everyone proud. Thank you so much. Thank you.